Hello, good morning or good afternoon.
Good
You are
afternoon, good
listening.
morning.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. If you can share with us where you are joining us from. I see a colleague from Philippines. That's great. And hello, our colleague from India.
Lovely to see many familiar faces as well. I feel like with some of you, I see you almost every day. Thanks for being so lovely to join us for many of the workshops and webinars.
Yeah, thank you, Emily. Hello. Oh, the sunny and beautiful South Africa.
We are jealous.
Yeah.
Okay. I will leave the doors open so colleagues can still join in. So yes, once again, thank you, colleagues, for joining to the monthly learning hour that we plan for all of you out there serving UN volunteers to discuss a bit about what's available for you and also gather your feedback on what has been working, what we could maybe improve as well in our delivery, and to see what maybe innovative ideas you have as well, because you all work in different parts of the world with different host entities, agencies. Maybe some of you are online volunteers supporting different NGOs. So it's always important for us to have a conversation. So this is really an informal space to have that discussion. And I'm not going to do this alone because I have my wonderful colleague. And so I am Daniel, part of the capacity development team, and I have my colleague Seth. So the microphone is yours, Seth, to introduce yourself as well.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Sid and have joined the team for 1.5 months, and very happy to meet you here. And so we are here to support you on your learning journey during your assignments. And so we're here today also to answer your questions if you have some concerns and some concerns. Regarding your learning journey, and so we're here to support you uh, with uh, with all the questions and all the um, possibilities. Thank you.
Yes, fantastic. And as usual, we have a Mentimeter presentation for all of you. So let me share the screen. So once again, this is the learning hour, and I will invite you to join us to answer a couple of questions. And there are multiple ways to join the Mentimeter. This is like an online quiz platform that you can join through your mobile gadgets and phones, or you can also utilize the desktop computer and join. Either you can scan the QR code on the screen, or you can go to menti.com and enter the code available on the screen. It's 24443758. Or there's also a direct link that you can click on. I put it in the chat, and you can directly join there. And I see that 5 colleagues have joined already. I believe if you reach there, you can also, you have a thumbs up, you can also click on that so we know that you're there. Perfect. Maybe a couple of more colleagues could join. So either you scan the QR code or you go to menti.com and you enter 24443758. Okay. In any case, if you cannot join, then you can also utilize the chat and we'll include you into the conversation. Perfect. We have 11 people there. That's already a good sign. So each of you will have a character and we'll see there is a winner at the end. Those who answer the fastest and the most correct answer. So if you're ready, the first one is quite an easy one. Who has the primary responsibility for your learning? And we have three options here. Me, my host entity, or UNV. So you can also use the chat. Exactly. So, colleagues, what we try to highlight at the beginning of all our sessions, that learning is a personal journey, right? All of us are interested in different areas. We are also working and supporting different subject matter fields, and we bring different expertise into the assignments that we have currently, and it's a wide range of things. Also, our needs vary greatly. So, very important to note that learning is personal, and it's up to you how you utilize your time as UN volunteer or online volunteer to make the most of it. So we try to position you as the pilot of this aircraft, that you are in charge of driving it and navigating this learning journey. Of course, within the ecosystem of learning, we highlight as well that both the host entity and also us from UNV's end, we are there to support you in your journeys. We'll describe a bit in what ways next. So let's see the next question. Okay. So the next question is, who provides you with technical learning opportunities? So we have three options. Again, UNV, host entity, or the Secretary General. Let's see what you are selecting. Some of you have already clicked on it, I see. Oh, very interesting. Yes, so good that we brought this up. So as I said, you are in the pilot position, so you are driving this aeroplane, and then you have, these passengers who are supporting you as well. So here, UNV, so us, from our end, what we provide you is a set of core and cross-functional competencies. So they are not directly related to your assignment, but they will be there for you throughout your volunteer learning journey. So our role is to make sure that you become a better professional by being a more effective communicator, a more effective leader, a more impactful project manager. You are focusing on your career. So we provide you all these core and cross-functional, regardless of assignment or technical expertise. We are here to focus on those specific competencies that are also then measured during an interview process within the UN system. Now the host entity is there. So 4 of you answered correctly. The host entity is there to provide you with technical and operational learning related to your assignment. And to remain here on this aeroplane example, so to concretely give you an example, there are, let's say, air operations assistants in different UN missions, right? So from our end, we provide all core cross-functional competencies, but we cannot provide training on what the newest air traffic controller systems are. It's up to the host entity to provide that technical and operational learning. And also many host entities provide access to UN volunteers to additional learning initiatives. So within the whole UN system, I believe UN volunteers have one of the widest range of offers, both from our end and also from the host entities end. So that is the distribution of responsibilities for you to know. So sometimes we receive requests that, I don't know, there's a very specific thematic area that volunteers ask to do, but it is mandated to the host entity as well. So we try to ensure that we cover as many competencies, universal competencies as possible. Also knowing that many volunteers maybe serve some months or years at one entity, and then they transition to maybe a new field, a new area, into another UN entity. But leadership, communication, project management, career management, conflict management, and so on. There's a lot and ton of different areas we are there to support. So does it make sense? Maybe you can send the thumbs up if it makes any sense, or thumbs down if it makes no sense. That's also totally fine to voice. I see some of you sent the thumbs up. That's good to hear that it's at least clear when it comes to the distribution. So here, of course, we highlighted again the 3 actors that I just described. So you have the host entity, us, the capacity development team, and also you yourself as UN volunteers who takes the action. Now we wanted to ask you to use this space to just briefly note what are some of the skills that you find most relevant. What do you think? What is something that maybe you wish there was a bit more training opportunities about? So we see communication, project management. Excellent. And the bigger the word, the more of you answered that. So I see project reporting, project management, communication, leadership. We see technical skills as well. Excellent. Any other ideas? Influential reader. That is good. Data analysis. Project reporting, that was it. Any other ones that you find important? Excel. Great. AI interaction. Self-development, collaboration, policy implementation. Excellent. Self-awareness. Very good indeed. So I see a mix of areas that we we already have available resources on. So communication, project management, data analysis, very important one. Particularly on data analysis, we do, and not only on analysis, but anything related to data. We do now a lot of webinars and we plan a lot of workshops under the UN 2.0, this Quintet of Change program, where we provide you with self-paced learning, but also we invite and collaborate with experts who come in and talk about, you know, Power BI we had recently in French. We also had an Excel series about Microsoft Excel as well. So a lot of ongoing initiatives, and I will send you some materials as well to where you can click on the different programs and also sign up. And I see that some of the areas are a bit technical, right? Like policy implementation, global policy, and what else was there? Yeah, like technical related learnings. Those we do not offer. Why? Because they are particularly related to your assignment, so they are not core and cross-functional competencies. Those are areas that are mandated to the host entity. Excellent, but very good points, and we take these as well as part of, you know, like a global learning needs assessment, so that we are better informed what you all want to see on the learning offer. Let's look at another question. Colleagues, let me see. Okay. Yes, is your learning plan completed and approved by your supervisor? We have what learning plan? I never heard about it. I have not completed it yet, or yes, I have completed it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So only just a few of you have completed it. Many of you have not, or never heard about it. So very important that we have the UNV Learning Plan. It's a very simple document, though, but we advise you, regardless whether you're an on-site volunteer or maybe a short-term online volunteer supporting a particular project, it is very important to maximize your time during your assignment, especially when it comes to learning and development, right? And we highlight the importance of collaborating and talking to your supervisor, what you would like to achieve. Now, one particular benefit that on-site volunteers have is the so-called learning leave. So you have 10 days if you're an on-site volunteer working in a particular UN host entity, national or international, doesn't matter. You have 10 days of learning leave that you can do. And often we receive questions from volunteers, oh, I want to take my learning leave, but I don't know how to do so. Also, my supervisor is not really happy about it, and so on. So we tell everyone that according to policies, we refer to the learning plan. So very important that you fill it out, you discuss with your supervisor, so it's not an ad hoc thing, but rather part of your personal and professional development plan, right? So that your supervisors, also your peers, are aware that you have a concrete plan, and maybe you want to become, let's say, a better leader, and then you identify a couple of things that you could do, both in a self-paced and non-self-paced manner, like online, on-site supervisors as well. So I see a question from Huma. I'm not sure who's my supervisor. I mean, supervisor is someone who's directly managing you. I mean, in some cases, if you're an online volunteer, Buma, it might be that you know, it's just a particular task for a couple of weeks. It's a bit more difficult to plan in that case. And the best way to approach your supervisor is to like start a conversation when it comes to, especially at the beginning of your assignment, but you can do it also, you know, towards the middle or whenever you seem suitable. I mean, normally, if you have a particular assignment, within the assignment context, there is someone who is guiding you and directing you, right? So it's you, if you are not a serving online volunteer at the moment or on site, then you might not have a supervisor, that's right. But maybe once you start another assignment 13, maybe, Buma, then you can have this in mind that during that maximum 12 weeks of time frame that there is there for online volunteers, you can plan out what courses, workshops you want to do as well, so that everyone is aware and you have a clear road and path. Also, where can you find this learning plan? We'll link it to you. There is a short video tutorial that you can take a look at so that you have a better understanding what the learning plan is. It's just a one page document as well. So you can click on it and see. We'll share it after the session. So take a couple of minutes to familiarize yourself with the product and yeah, and note down some ideas that you may have. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Let's start. Now the question is, have you explored eCampus before the Central Learning Portal? And we have a couple of answer possibilities. I'm new, I only been there once, I go sometimes, I go often, or I am a master already. Oh, lovely. So many of you are new to it or not very familiar with the portal. I think in, I can show you maybe just a second. Let me open it up. And then we can come back to the Mentimeter. So hold on to your Mentimeters. Just a second. So let me share it for you. So this is the official learning platform where you have everything available. So it's through learning.unv.org, and then you have to sign in using your UVP email and password. Many of the colleagues are not aware, but this platform is connected to UVP, where you apply for all the assignments. So the two platforms are connected. Why? Because we look at your assignment data and we give access accordingly, right? So based on that, we provide you with access. And then you see the menu items on the top. There is a catalog. Also, you can rewatch the recordings very easily. You can search for programs, and you can see some of the upcoming events that are out there. So we have quite a few coming up. Also today, I invite you to join this Voices of Change, when we invite volunteers to tell stories. We have conflict management, we have Spanish and French sessions, and then we have onboardings and so on. So you can see some of the upcoming important events that are out there, and where we invite also guest speakers to come in and talk about, let's say, leadership under the Lead Forward program. But you can scroll and explore the portal and see also the past recordings as well. So don't worry if you miss something. Like, for instance, yesterday we had Lead Forward Masterclass again with the Chief of Human Resources here at UNV. So you can just click on the recording and check. So it's an excellent platform, and you can browse through it and get, a good sense of what is out there. There are over 30 products for you, so important to utilize those, whatever is available for you. So we also have this overview of the learning offer out there, which categorizes the programs into 5 areas, from onboarding to career craft. So let's see the questions. Did online volunteers have a supervisor? In general, all personnel within the UN system have someone that is a supervisor. If you are not serving correctly currently in a project, then you might not have a supervisor, but every project is managed by someone, either a project manager or someone who hired you and selected you because there is someone who saw your curriculum and said, yes, I want to collaborate and work with you. So there is a supervisor in each assignment, regardless whether it's online or a longer term on-site opportunity. Buma, how can I approach manager? Let me share with you a couple of, we have a supervisory guidance as well, like conversation starters that I can share with you so that you have a better toolkit on how to initiate a conversation, maybe on learning and development. And Amanda, I have programs accessing Coursera. Yes, Amanda, please drop us a message through the contact form on eCampus, or you can, the best way is to also reach out to support@unv.org, so then it gets tagged to the IT colleagues as well. So there it's institutionalized as well, it's not floating. But you can also reach out to me directly, and I'm happy to support. I mean, that's the point of offering these sessions, so that you can have, some faces attached to these systems that seem a bit far away. So please just feel free to drop us a message, and happy to investigate and support. One other note is that our portfolio is available in French and Spanish as well. I think some of you might be more comfortable with French or non-English content. That is possible to to access through eCampus. So we have a lot of French, English, and Spanish workshops, also additional languages that we are expanding on, hopefully more Portuguese, and maybe so as native Chinese Mandarin speaker will support us in offering, other official UN languages as well, so that we can reach as many colleagues as possible. Yeah, so this eCampus I showed you, I invite you to explore it. as well. Let us look at maybe another question. Okay. How can you access external learning platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Rosetta Stone? You have logging in on the platform, politely asking your computer, maybe offering it a sweetie or a cookie, or registering for access on eCampus. Yes, so this part, I know that some of you might are online volunteers, it seems. So Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and Rosetta Stone are available only for on-site volunteers. It is because it goes down to the actual cost. We are unable to finance all serving UN volunteers and online volunteers. It's only for on-site volunteers available, and the way you can access it is you go to eCampus and explore the option of syncing your account. So for instance, on LinkedIn Learning, you need to sync with your account. The same with Coursera. We look at eligibility. So there you have 2 courses per 12 months of assignment. And this is what we can offer. Coursera is quite an expensive platform. Unfortunately, every enrollment is $90 US, 90. So it's quite a hefty price. So we try to ensure that through Coursera and also LinkedIn Learning, there are much more collections available for you. And of course, Rosetta Stone is for language learning. And what we have there is also quite unique, because you have various languages. So not only official UN ones, but you can, maybe you're interested in learning Vietnamese, and you can there, or if you're deployed to, I don't know, Sweden, you can learn Swedish as well. So those more unique languages for you. Yes, and I invite you to utilize this. Many of the host entities also provide access to these platforms. So please explore also what's available within your host entity context, and what you can sign up for. Okay, we have just a couple of questions left. How many personalized coaching sessions are you eligible for? So we have 2 sessions for 12 months of assignment, 3 sessions for 12 months, or 4 sessions for 12 months. Oh, yes, some of you were actually correct. We offer 3 coaching sessions for 12 months of assignment. This is currently only accessible to, once again, on-site volunteers, but we are also working on how to expand it for everyone, including, so that everyone has hopefully access in the future to experiencing coaching as well. What is coaching? It's an opportunity to connect with an expert. Many of them are from the UN themselves as well, but certified experts in different areas, anything from career coaching to well-being coaching, or life coaching as well. You can select also between different languages, and these are very useful sessions to to explore maybe possibilities and find answers to your questions related to a particular area of concern that you have. I myself used in the past, not through this initiative, but in when I was with the private sector, I used career coaching, for instance, to talk about career plans or also practice. I had a coach session where I did a short mock interview, for instance, so it's excellent for practical, not only just conceptual elements, and also about, I don't know, for instance, burnout. I had a session about it, so really good opportunity for on-site volunteers to discuss areas of interest or concern as well. Let me see the chat. We have a new joiner, welcome from Congo. And Amanda is asking whether it's possible to get certificates through Rosetta Stone. As far as I know, I have to double check and ask the colleagues. As far as I know, it's not like a proper certificate that you get like after completing an on-site language school exam. It's an application, an online tool as well that allows you to practice and learn a bit more languages in an informal way. So it's not a formal learning program. Another thing that on Coursera and also partly on LinkedIn Learning, there are also language courses where they provide certificates as well, so that I recommend colleagues to do so. Okay, we have just some final question. Mamadou, please, you can use the chat, or you can see on the top of the screen menti.com and just enter the code that is on the top. And also you have it in the chat. So entered it for you. Okay, so let's see what questions remain. Yes, so I want to push you a bit. Did you bookmark or register for one event or course now? Even if you have not, we have a couple of answers. Yes, registered, yes, bookmark. Not yet, but doing it now, not today, but commit to do this week. Good, so there is a bit of commitment. I really encourage everyone to really utilize and sign up because most of the webinars and workshops are open for all volunteers, regardless you're online, on-site. Some of the platforms and programs might be restricted to on-site volunteers only, but many of the initiatives and webinars are available for everyone. And we try to be as inclusive as possible. So I invite you really to look at the calendar and sign up for anything that you have interest in. So some of the last questions. Yes, and another commitment I want you to focus on, the learning plan that we discussed. So when do you commit to finalize your learning plan? Even if you're not serving right now, or if you're waiting to be hired for maybe a new assignment, I encourage you to complete it. So we have very committed colleagues here, and also someone saying within the next 2 weeks you will do so. So please take a couple of minutes, maybe have a break, a coffee break, and just look at it and note down, because it's very, very important one, and also serves you as a good proof that you think about your personal and professional development. For on-site volunteers, it's a good tool to also get access to learning leave and have everything in a formalized manner. Perfect. And the final question for you, colleagues. Let us go through. Okay. So who can you reach out to if you need any support? So we have three options here: help desk, the UNV field unit, or the capacity development team. Let's see. So actually all the answers are correct. So you will, or it was an extra point for everyone out there. First, the help desk is there. So through support@unv.org, you can, write an email, and it will be arriving to the help desk, and there, to the necessary colleague it will be directed to. There is also on eCampus, the contact form. Those are also directed to the help desk. So you can use both methods. If you are an on-site volunteer, you can also reach out to your field unit. So there is a UNV focal point, either regionally or locally within the country, who can also answer your questions, or also they are directing your queries to the relevant people. And then once again, Sue and myself are here. So if you have any questions, really just drop me a message, or, in Teams, if you use Microsoft Teams, please do so, as well as an email. Is totally fine. We get back to you as soon as possible. So please do so. I always advise colleagues to use the first two methods. Why? Because you send, a random email, and then maybe it's a very busy period, and then it gets, falls through the crack, as we say. Through the help desk options, it's always marked, and there is a requirement, an official requirement to respond to it. So I always push people to go through that, because then for sure there is someone who will answer officially, or for to give you a bit more clarity and direction. So let's see who's the winner, who was the fastest and gave the most correct answers. Wow, so we have Johanna. Congratulations, Johanna. Warm congrats, well done. And also congrats to Elvis and Tom. And we have another, I cannot read it, as well, the Sting and all the players. I mean, you did fantastically, all of you. So the final question here, we wanted to give you also the space to provide us with some feedback as well. So what are maybe some areas that is not out there within the learning offer, but you would like to learn more about? And you can answer it bravely and boldly. Good, we have the first one, so UN language courses for UNLPE. Good, that's a good idea. Indeed, we often talk about how to expand the language learning offer that we have, because it's a bit limited, and I think it's a critical skill to have, not only for the preparation of this particular exam, but also in general as well. Language skills are very, very important. Good, we have another suggestion, adding a dedicated module on digital storytelling for impact, covering ethical AI use, multimedia content, and strategic communication for SDG advocacy. Exactly, that's a very good one. Also on, since it forms part of the quintet of change and also of the future of work, research says that these are critical skills. We are working on looking at what other ways and methods through which we can offer you a bit more on these elements. But it's a very good one, and we are noting it how to expand, and we will do so because under this UN 2.0 series that we have both through the self-paced courses, but also during the webinar series with experts and speakers, we try to do it. Then we have project management certification. That's a good one. I mean, as an organization, we are unable to, of course, pay for formalized learning. In general, that is not possible. What is possible is through, for instance, LinkedIn Learning. They work with the Project Management Institute, and you can get credits actually that lead you to the project management certification. So UNV is there to support your path towards certification as well, and also through our own capacity development learning facility program, we have this project management course that provides you with one certificate of attendance completion as well. Yes, participation, certification, and attendance. We don't do it for the webinars because they are, not marked events. Usually, if it's a complex multi-staff program, so for instance, our 2-day CDLF, the Capacity Development Learning Facility programs online, we provide certificates also for some of the more complex and comprehensive learning journeys, like on Shift, the career management program, and other ones as well that are there to provide those ones. And once again, learning English, important to Rosetta Stone, and also maybe some of the upcoming programs that we are developing with SE at the moment to expand on language learning. Good, excellent ideas, colleagues. Yes, SE.
Then if I can just share my screen to share a little bit more information on digital skills that some participant mentioned. And so if you join eCampus, I think you are all very familiar with our platform. So actually, if you want to learn some skills on the right of the screen, you can choose this filter. That's like I want to sharpen my skills and learn new skills, and you can explore
We
our.
cannot see your screen. Are you sharing it?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sharing it. So I'm just reshare it. Using my
Okay, now we can
screen.
see it.
Oh, great, thank you. So that you can enter our skills search, one of our key section in our learning portfolio. Where here you can find some LinkedIn learning collections that we selected for you. Myself, I am on LinkedIn Learning platform, and I know your concerns is like, wow, it's a universe. Like there are a lot of there, and I don't know what I should look into. So we have these collections for you. For example, if you choose UN 0 future skills. And here you can find that we have selected some topics for you because, for example, I want to sharpen my digital skills, and you can have some selected offers here. Like here, you are in the digital world, and you don't have to go to LinkedIn Learning yourself and like, oh, there are so many there, and I don't know what I should pick up. And so we have already selected some topics that in which you might be interested in. So that can be helpful. Is that clear for you, or do you need some clarification on that? Yeah, Paynet, do you have some questions?
Thank you for according me this speech. And first of all, I say thank you to the organizer of this event and all
You're
who has
welcome.
everything here. And I see what you have been presented. You say that we can also have access to English course. Then my main question is about, if after this course we can just get a certificate. Thank you for providing something.
Yes, indeed. So for English language learning, there are options as well to go through those informal courses that are available. And once again, they are not like a formal institute where you go through a 6 months program and then you get a certificate that certifies your level according to any framework like the European framework or another type of. UN has its own language framework as well, right? So what we try to do with SIR is not necessarily on the certification, because that we might not be able to finance, but also to co-create or create spaces where you can learn from either experts or each other, also practice, which is very important to be able to be fluent. And maybe if you, I don't know, you want to get deployed to, I don't know, somewhere where they require more English fluency and so on, so that you are able to prove also during the interview, competency-based interview, that you're an expert level in English. So we try to focus on the practical matters and see how best to accommodate you with also the limitations what we have, unfortunately, in the current context and changing times.
Thank you for this.
I just want to compliment Daniel's comments. And to start, you can already access LinkedIn Learning, and there are some language courses already available there. And you can start with videos and to see if it can help you improve your current skills in English. And then we are currently trying to develop some more options for you to practice and enable you in that practical area. Like I know English, I have learned some English in school, but for example, if there's a person in front of me and speaking English with me, I'm not sure if I can manage it. So that's why we are currently working on it to try to enable you be more confident in this area in the future.
Perfect. Yes, colleagues. Is there any other question before we close? If you feel shy, you can also drop us a message, and we are happy to answer in written form or through the chat, whatever you feel comfortable with. Mamadou, I don't answer any question. Mamadou, next time you should join and we can try again to include you so you can participate in the quiz. Also, Alex. Good, colleagues. If you don't have any other questions, then please always find us through chat or email. We are ready to support, and also please take good how do you say it, like good use of, or make good use of the learning portfolio available during your assignment, because there is a lot, but people might not be aware, but there is quite a rich offer out there for you to learn and become a better professional and human being at the end of the day by becoming a more effective communicator, project manager, also developing more empathy and related competencies and skills. So any final word from Sir?
Or maybe if you are interested, maybe I can just quickly show you how to access LinkedIn Learning and all the language options available there. And I'll be quick. So I'm on eCampus, if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes. And so, for example, I want to learn something, and so we provide LinkedIn Learning access to our volunteers. And all you have to do is to check your eligibility and then register to access the LinkedIn platform. And so I asked my supervisor to grant me the access. So I'm now having access to LinkedIn Learning as UNV member. Okay. So for example, I want to learn English. So I just search English here. And there are many options, for example, business English skills, or small talk for non-native English speakers. And I just click in it. For example, I have learned English in school, but I might have some difficulties to talk with a native speaker. And how should I proceed? I want to learn something from there, and I'll just click that. And you have videos here with subtitles. Ask how to ask questions and how to listen actively. So there are many options out there, and well, personally, I found it very useful, and there are many choices there. And we offer this learning opportunity for volunteers. And yeah, but for example, I want to learn business English, and or I'm a starter, like for I have no knowledge of English at all. A beginner, maybe. So I just try out some keywords, and I think you should be able to find what suits you the best, and check out the videos and to see. For example, I can also upskill my French in this section. So that's the options on LinkedIn Learning, and I hope you could discover it at your ease.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for showing, and indeed, colleagues, as we wrap up the hour. I just want to thank you for being present and being interested also in learning and development. It's good to hear, and also don't be afraid to come up with ideas and share with us. And I mean, the offer is for you, so we want to make sure that what we offer is good and you take the most of it. So big thanks to you colleagues once again, and to Sir for being here to co-lead the session. And yeah, wishing you a nice weekend coming up. And yeah,
Thank you for
hope
joining
to
us today.
talk to you later.
If you want to give us some feedback, you can click on the link in the chat to evaluate today's workshop. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.